I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.
So, welcome to Things I Want to Know. Yeah, we're still using the Curious George song. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. You want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
So, Andrea is here with me. Andrea has had a recent change. We both had a recent change, actually. I moved into Andrea's house.
Well, you moved in when we lived in Eureka Springs.
Yeah, but I was living in Fayetteville when all this first started.
No, I think we did some podcasts at Adult House.
At the adult house?
Old house.
Old house.
Yes.
I thought it was the adult house. I was like, well, I guess it could have been.
Because I remember we had to work off the kitchen table and the internet, and we were talking to somebody.
And the cats.
And the cats, yes. They would like to walk across and annoy the hell out of Paul, pretty much.
Yes, very much so. And now I have an office.
And I have an office.
Yes, but your door's always open.
Well, I have cats. Anybody who has cats understands.
Yeah, I don't care. The cats can fend. And they don't bug me.
No, but you get mad when they don't like you.
No, I don't get mad when they don't like me. Not anymore, because there's two of them that won't leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We have a cat named Bitchy Kitty.
Which I know sounds awful, but that's the only name she responds to.
Well, is she or is she not a bitchy cat?
She is kind of a bitchy cat.
Just kind of a bitchy cat? You look at her strange and she goes, what? Exactly. And then, so we've moved back into civilization. I no longer have to turn the limiters on the microphones to drown out the banjos that played in the background when we were recording out in Eureka.
It was not that bad. It was not that bad. To him, civilization is being within Walmart within 10 minutes.
No.
You like the fact that we moved to Pea Ridge, but
we had a grocery store within 10 minutes of where we were in
yeah,
Eureka
but
Springs.
I'm talking like Walmart or something that doesn't like jack up prices.
Well, it's out there too, though. It's better now because out there they had maybe a tooth instead of teeth. Some of the people.
Oh God, stop!
What?
Oh, stop! People had teeth.
Yeah, one.
Oh, it's not that bad. It really was not that bad.
Between the banjos and the halitosis, I didn't know what to do.
Oh, Lord. Sorry, Eureka Springs. Well, we all know it's not that bad.
I'm also, I can't remember, I've told everybody, I'm an ass.
Not an asshole.
That's right. There's a difference. There's a difference between an ass and an asshole.
Yep.
Anyhow.
Yeah, we also had some other changes.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
We got married.
Oh, we did?
Yes, in May.
I attempted to stay completely drunk the entire time.
Well, we had fun at the reception.
Actually, you were more drunk than I am.
Well, it was nerve-wracking.
The last time I drank was at the wedding.
Yeah, that's true.
Which was?
In May.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're married, so I have a new last name.
No, you're not yet.
Hey, for anybody out there, to change your name, it's a big pain in the butt. You have to go to the Social Security office. You have to make an appointment. And then you take that, and then you have to get your driver's license, and then everything else changes. But it took 3 months to get to the Social Security office.
And you still haven't got your driver's license because you have to make an appointment for that too.
Yeah, that's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. It's in October.
So it's still not final.
It's final in the eyes of Social Security. It's enough.
We were up at the office getting the marriage license, and they made us sign an affidavit that if we didn't bring it back within 100 or 90 days.
90 days, yeah.
90 days of getting the license and getting married. We had 90 days.
Yes.
I'd have to pay $150 for not bringing it back. And I looked at her and said, oh, I see. So it's a return fee if I need to not, if I want to return it.
I forgot the word you used. You used a
90 day, what was it?
90-day trial period.
Yeah, 90-day trial. It was a 90-day trial. Like you get on the internet, you get a 90-day trial. You don't have to pay for 3 months.
Yeah, and when we brought the marriage license back, the whole ladies thought it was funny when you told them that there is a trial or you got it back before
there is a trial. I got it back before the trial was over, so I guess I'll take it.
My thing is like, if you don't return it, what are they going to do? Put a warrant out for $150?
Send you a bill for the $150.
That's hilarious. And people won't pay it, so I don't understand how That's even.
But you know, it's
benefiting
just a
anything.
restocking fee.
I don't know.
You're not paying attention to my jokes at
Restocking
all.
fee. They're thinking.
I asked the girls. I said, "Is there a waiting period or like a return period or something like that if I change your mind?" And they're like, "No." And so we goofed off about that for a minute. But then they told me if I don't bring it back in 90 days, they charge me $150. I said, "So if I don't bring it back before 90 days, it's $150." They're like, "Yeah." So that means there is a trial period.
Yes, and you had the whole office laughing. It's pretty funny.
If I just don't bring it back, I'm not married. Doesn't get entered into the Washington or Benton County record.
That's true. Yeah.
You're not married.
That's hilarious, though.
But it's a 90-day waiting period.
90-day waiting
Not
period.
a 90-day trial period.
Trial period.
Yes.
Trial period.
With a $150 restocking fee.
Oh, Lord. It's restocking fee. Put me back on the shelf.
No. Back in the box.
In the box.
In the box.
I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have.
They're screaming at the radio right now. Shut up, I bet you saying these things.
Well,
I'm just kidding, people. Come on. Have you met me? Probably not. But if you did, you'd be like, yeah, he's just screwing around.
it's just Paul,
Yeah, I'm an ass.
not an asshole.
But I'm not an asshole because I actually did bring the marriage certificate back to be recorded within a week of being married.
Yeah, we did. We got it quick.
So there.
I don't think anybody really cares.
Probably they might.
Anyways, what are we going to be talking about today?
I don't know. What are we talking about today? Wait, I do know there's one thing we need to talk about. It's what I've been doing called Things I Want to Know Voices.
Yes, that's correct.
And you really haven't had anything to do with that because I've been wanting to record some stuff and write some stories because I do a lot of writing. You can follow me on Substack, Paul G. Newton on Substack. And all my writing's there. I've got some really cool stories laying around there too.
You do have some good stuff on there.
I did a whole series on Vatican rat lines, which is where they snuck Nazis out of Germany at post-World War II. The Catholic Church was in on it.
Yeah, I do know that. It's kind of a dark stain on the
Well,
whole thing.
at the same time, it was a good story that I wrote because it was, it's basically you learn about the rat lines without actually having to learn. It's just a thing. And then I got the story about Finland where they're stealing oil.
That one's good. You should really elaborate more on that.
Well, I haven't had anybody read on it, but what I've been doing lately is the voices for the podcast. And where it's telling stories. And I've told the story about kind of like in History Daily kind of style.
Which is a nice format.
Well, but it's also my spin on it because I'm not really doing it like them, because they have voices and sound, some stuff like that. I don't have extra people. It's just me. So I have to just read it. Well, I did one on, the penicillin guy.
Oh, no. That one was interesting, though, because we all know about penicillin and, how it came to be and it revolutionized medicine and everything like that. But your little spin on it, I think, is kind of cool how you.
But it was the way it happened, though.
Yeah.
It's just we don't know about that whole story because it took. He discovered it 10, 15 years before it even got used.
Yeah. When didn't he try it on himself? I remember.
No, he didn't try it on himself.
Say. But
he might have, but he just didn't tell anybody he was doing that.
I mean, it revolutionized medicine, and now it's a very common drug allergy.
Well, it probably was then too, if you think about that.
Well, maybe. I mean, everybody could be allergic to something. It doesn't matter if it's food or if it's medicine or if it's an insect or anything like that.
I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hate
What?
to. I don't know. I'm allergic to penicillin, so.
Yeah. I'm allergic to jerks.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Because I have this really strong reaction when somebody's an asshole around me.
Yeah, it doesn't go well.
Asses I can tolerate because,
Yeah.
I'm used to it because I talk to myself the same way I talk to everybody else. What?
They're picturing you talking to yourself in the mirror.
Oh, no, I don't need a mirror.
Oh, you don't need a mirror.
No.
It's an internal dialogue.
I have a very vivid imagination.
That's why you write.
That's also why I argue with myself.
Oh, well, yeah.
And the weirdest part was one time I slapped myself.
Please tell me to do that literally.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, what's this story?
But the voices though. What do you think about what I've been doing? Because you haven't been involved in it.
I've just been listening to it as you've been doing it in your office, and I'm in mine. But I
mean, we tried to bomb them. We were going to send a nuclear weapon to the moon and set it off.
I think that is the most asinine, stupid thing we could have possibly ever
Carl
done.
Sagan was in on that.
That's just hello. The moon changes our tides and like helps our oceans.
Yeah, don't fuck with the moon.
Don't fuck with the moon.
If we terraformed the moon and put a bunch of water up there, it would change its weight. And if we put enough water on the moon to actually make an ocean, it might screw with our oceans.
Yeah, but what's bombing the moon going to show anybody that we're like?
Well, they're going to show the Russians that we can blow them up.
Or that, or think we're idiots.
Well, they were trying to do the same thing.
Well, yeah. So listen to that one. Well, I didn't know anything about it until he started doing some research and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad that, they didn't do that.
I got this really interesting thing I'm thinking about Castro.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Castro.
Yeah. Cuba. I'm doing some research into that because I think it'd be interesting to know just how many times he's been, an assassination attempt has been attempted on Mr. Cuba Castro.
I think you told me it was a huge amount, and I kept thinking, we don't want to advertise how many times we screwed up. It's way past 100, guys.
They broke it. They didn't do it good on any of them. It's missed every time.
We don't need to be advertising.
Either that or he's, he can replicate himself.
Who knows? Maybe he's an alien. I don't know.
Ah, see there. Now you're onto something.
But I don't know. When he told me that, when he puts it out, listen to it, because I remember going, that is not something that the FBI really wants to advertise how many times they screwed up.
So I guess now we're kind of getting into the meat of things. We're going back to what you're here for, what everyone's listening for, right?
Yes.
Get the music and bring the music up. Dun, 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 dun.
Bring on the suspense.
I do this live, just so you know. It's I got a little board over here, but it keeps stopping on recording.
I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, hello, technology. You love it or you hate it.
Or it hates you.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying it's aliens.
But it's alien.
Yes. So, Springdale, Arkansas. I grew up in Springdale. She grew up in Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Springdale, maybe when I graduated high school, had maybe 40,000 people. What was it, Rogers? 25?
I honestly don't know.
I just wanted out, I think.
Well, I know how many graduating in my class, but I don't remember how many.
We had 600 and something.
We had 500 and something.
So it was pretty big.
Yeah. Well,
Rogers people were procreating much more than Springdale's people.
Oh, God.
What?
I don't want to think about that.
Because you're only 25,000 versus 40,000, and you have the same amount of class. I mean, come on.
We were a little bit more, I think.
Randy?
Rural out here. What are you going to do?
Horny?
There's nothing to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is there's nothing to do. There's more babies born. That's true.
I mean, now.
That's why the population's going down, because boys are like, no, I have video games. Go away.
Well, COVID, they didn't have anything to do, and there was a big COVID baby boom.
COVID babies.
Yeah, they're in kindergarten.
I thought a COVID baby, when you say COVID baby, I just think of like a green monster with like weird eyes.
No, I just know that's awful. That
it's a COVID baby. Run.
That, a lot of parents didn't have anything to do, and babies came later. So,
but back in 1972, neither one of us were here.
No, I was born in 77.
Yeah, and I was not born in 72. Actually, I'm 497 years old. but I was living somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Your own planet.
Yes. No, I'm not a Mormon. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry for you Mormon listeners.
Well,
he's not being.
I'm not nice. I'm an ass. Remember?
Yeah, he's not trying to be completely mean. So don't.
Not being an asshole. I'm just being an ass.
Yes, you're Paul.
Yes, I'm Paul. Thank you very much, and for when our therapy session is almost over. Anyway. But back in 1972, there was this like mob style thing going on at the Springdale Police Department of all things. I mean, we're talking a police department that has probably about 30 people working there, because the town wasn't that big in 72. It's probably 25, 30,000.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Maybe not even that.
So when you think of mob style, what goes to your head instantaneously?
Well, they had the, it was Rhode Island. What's the town in Rhode Island?
The one that
Providence,
Providence.
Rhode Island. There was a whole podcast about Providence, Rhode Island, called Crime Town, and those guys blew each other up with car bombs all the time. They didn't like somebody. They put a car bomb in his car and boom, blew up.
man,
That's how they killed him. Or they take him out in the woods and, kill him and give him to pigs. They did that too.
yeah, pigs will eat anything.
Well, almost anything.
That's true.
Never mind. Anyhow, let's move on. But car bombs is how they got rid of people they wanted to go away in Providence. And who knew Providence, Rhode Island was that big a mob town? It was a huge mob town. The mayor of Rhode Island, or Providence, Rhode Island, was freaking involved in the mob.
Yeah.
Deep.
Well,
He killed a guy in his house with the fireplace poker. The mayor of Providence, and didn't go to jail for it.
Well, Arkansas is not quite that.
No. See, you asked me what I'm talking about mob. Well, that's what I'm thinking about. But so we had a car bombing in 1972 on attempted murder on a police officer.
Yes, the bomb was found underneath his car. I mean, underneath his side of the car, the driver's side.
His driver's seat.
And he was backing out, and kaboom.
Yeah, he was leaving work. He's been on shift all night.
Yeah.
He was a lieutenant. What was his name?
His name is Carl Martins.
Carl Martins. Yeah, he was a lieutenant, wasn't he?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah.
And you were saying he was like really young to be a lieutenant.
I want to say he was in his mid-20s when I read this. We love newspapers.com, by the way.
Well, she does. I don't, because they don't tell me everything.
Well,
they're not omnipotent like I asked them to be.
It is newspapers, and it was the 70s, so
omnipotent newspapers.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, our thought processes was why would there be a bomb?
Yeah.
Why would you bomb a police officer?
And in Springdale, freaking Arkansas, it's like Podunk City, Central.
But my first thought was, he's got a pissed off wife or ex-girlfriend or something on the side or something, and she's not happy.
And who knows? Maybe they put it in the wrong car.
That could be.
We're not actually. We're just going to throw around some theories because there is no answer to this case.
Yes.
I mean, they went on for a year.
And they couldn't find anybody.
They had a grand jury for this guy.
There was the FBI involved, ATF involved, and nobody can find anything. I find that very odd.
And yeah. There's no records anywhere. So what we're going to do, what I want to do when we're done here is I think I'm going to put in a FOIA request.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, let's just see what happened.
All they'll do is probably send us a piece of paper with a bunch of black, Sharpies.
I don't know. Arkansas might send it to us because they're pretty open. I mean, Arkansas just recently started allowing the dash cam footage for their car chases for the state police. Before they weren't allowed, and the governor changed it.
Yeah, so that's probably why Arkansas's on some cop shows.
Well, that's right. That's why the Florida Man exists, because Florida Man has a law that says they have to release everything. Nothing can be held redacted unless it's going to help them solve the crime. Like, we know he wore gloves, but he also wore a clown mask.
Yeah.
And they just say, no, a gloved man killed this person. They don't say clown masked man.
Yeah.
And so that way they held something back so they can,
Yeah, get the person who did it. But, he just gets this bomb, and it disappears pretty much in the papers. What they had
forever.
Something like a year later, they maybe brought something up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It wouldn't you would think like something like this in the 70s would be on the front page of the newspapers for weeks.
And it was barely there. It was
barely there.
It was only, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times did it even make the paper.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, they did it. What really makes me interested in this thing is not that it's a bombing, not that his girlfriend is upset because of, or whatever. We're not passing blame on anybody. We're just kind of like, we don't know anything. So we're like trying to figure this out. So these are the things that come to mind.
Yeah. Like that, or was, in the 70s, everybody knows the 70s is drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, the 70s show, I've watched a little bit of that. They said, sit around the circle and they're all smoking weed. I mean, that's what you think of that's what you think of the 70s.
I get it, but that's not what I think of when I think of the 70s.
I mean, I was born in the other part of the 70s, so all I have references like pictures of my parents and like what I read about. I mean, I don't have any reference.
Documentaries and things like that. John Wayne Gacy, BTK.
bell-bottom jeans and long hair parted down the middle.
That kind of stuff. But so I was willing to let it go and say, no, this is not something that's interesting at all. But for somebody to blow up a car and then at the police station trying to kill a cop who's a lieutenant, this next stop is being a detective, right? Which I don't think he ever became a detective. He might not wanted to be either.
There's not a whole lot of information we have on this gentleman, and maybe that's for his own benefit a good thing.
I think he may be still alive, actually, too.
But
maybe we could talk to him and get an interview him on the podcast. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be. But the sad thing is like, nowadays, if something like that was to happen, it would be like national news. Yeah. It'd be like all over the place. Well, depending upon where it happened. But, not everything.
Well, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the mantra of the modern, and back then even.
But another thing we found out was the fact that a grand jury was issued.
That's what made me most suspicious. There was a grand jury about this going on. So a grand jury is used to...
If there's pretty much... They put it in front of people. If there's enough, and these random people picked, their evidence, the prosecutor does. And if the people in this jury feel like there's enough to convict someone, then they go with charges.
Right. And it didn't come of anything.
No, but it was also a grand jury into that and other type of drug.
I want those grand jury notes. I want to know what he presented.
I don't know if we could. I don't know. I've never been on Court Connect for anything other than like, family stuff, but I've never been on there for like.
The Freedom of Information Act, though. I should be able to get a hold of it, you think?
I would think, but I mean, I've never
We're sorry. The storage building burned down. There are no records. That's what they did with my grandfather's service record.
Yeah, this is a little different. But again, I think you have to prove like why it's important. We've never done this.
I don't think you have to. I think you just ask for it because the way I was reading a FOIA request.
I've never done one. We'll let you know how it goes.
Well, when I used to work for 4029, ABC affiliate, I was their chief editor for about 5 years. Yes. And that's their bread and butter is FOIA.
Makes sense. I mean,
so you do get some things. I mean, but here's the other thing, though, too. You combine that there's a grand jury. So there's something going on that they're trying to convict somebody.
Or let me see if I remember correctly, that weren't they kind of like wanting to know, like, is there any sinister activity between the police department and drug activity?
Possibly, because the FBI got involved.
And so did,
and so did the ATF. And when it comes to police municipalities, the way it's supposed to work, and I'm not saying this is the way it does work, but the way it's supposed to work is that the Arkansas State Police is then supposed to investigate the police officers.
Yeah.
Right? That's the hierarchy. And then if the Arkansas State Police can't figure it out, then it goes to the FBI. But only if the FBI finds... The FBI can't come on unless they are crossing state lines or doing some kind of federal crime. It has to be linked to something. So if the FBI has charge over bank robberies, kidnappings, and multi-state crimes.
Correct.
But after that, they have to be asked to be on the site.
But my thing is, I would like to believe there's nothing sinister, because why would you put that in front of a grand jury? So if the police department's messed up, I'm not saying that it is, but let's just say hypothetically that it's something to do with that. Why would you want to put that in front of a grand jury to just put a big bullet on your head of, hey, we're messing up?
And this is 50 years ago, too. So the times are completely different.
I would like to think that would be something that would be hushed under the rug and never addressed.
They would, if there was something going on in the police department, they'd just be like,
Yeah.
But he still remained a cop.
Yes.
So they didn't think he was doing anything wrong.
No, I don't think so. But the weird thing is like,
she's drinking wine.
Yes, I am.
I'm just whining.
Yes, you're not.
Hey.
Hey. But I'm like curious, like what happened? Why was nobody convicted? Did he give somebody like in a case, make somebody mad? They went to jail or prison, or
was he on loan to the FBI as a undercover agent and went back there and they figured out who he was and bombed him? I mean, any of these things could be possible because we don't know.
I would like to think that if you got a traffic ticket, you wouldn't be so angry you'd bomb the cop to give it to you.
But if you go back to 1972, 1973, 1974, Springdale, Arkansas, it kind of was that way, I think, because we have this one crazy bitch. I'm just going to say it right now.
Yeah. She's
Shirley Marie Curry.
Yeah.
She lived in Lowell, which is just north
between like
Of
Rogers and
Springdale.
Springdale. It's
Yeah.
if you think about, it's basically like one town to the next town to the next town on a highway. If you think about it that way. But this lady basically, got married like everyone in the does, or in those days, the 70s, a lot of people got married.
Yeah,
And
to
then-
Jimmy Lee Curry.
and then
Because
they-
she was born in 1936. So I mean, she's a little older than
Yeah.
she's about 10 years older than most boomers.
And, she has 3 kids, a girl and then 2 boys.
Sabrina, Richard, and Jesse, who we can talk about because they're not around.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. They're
And-
not there.
And so she has these kids. And then I guess,
1967.
the marriage probably didn't do so well. And they got a divorce.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it was pretty much, a nasty custody dispute.
Well, no, they had sharing. They were.
Yeah, they had something in their divorce
She
decree.
kept all 3 kids.
She
though.
did initially, but there was a clause in the divorce decree that says when the children turn 14, they can make a decision on where they want to go.
I think that's still law today because
It's not in all decrees, but it is a law that if you bring them to court, then they can, go in front of the judge and they can make
Yeah.
a decision. But unless it's like written in the decree,
you have to go back to court to
yeah.
get the decision. But
And
but if it's in the decree, they can just sign a paper and say this is what I want to do, and done.
so yeah, it's probably true. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Like this is in her decree, and I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting. And so when her daughter
She turned 14.
14, decided she wanted to live with her dad. And I guess for this poor Shirley lady, she didn't handle that very well. She was kind of upset, kind of angry, and I guess probably
A couple years went by, and she thought her sons were going to do the same thing. Because the next son was turning 14.
yeah, that's correct.
He was 13.
And then he turned 14. And let's just say, I think that she was afraid that things were going to repeat themselves.
So in June 19th, 1974, that evening, she was so full of animosity and resentment that Shirley then embarked on a murder spree.
That lasted from her basically all the way from Lowell to West Fork.
Yeah.
To,
So she started at her house and she killed both her sons.
yes.
Killed them both.
Yeah.
And then got in her car, drove across town to Springdale, where she went to her ex-husband's house, this Jimmy guy,
And shot-
killed him.
and called her daughter out and said, it's mom, and shoots her.
Yeah. She's like, who's there? It's your mother. Boom. And that's, I don't know how they know that. I guess she told them that later on.
Probably she confessed to some of it, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Then she drove all the way over to the home of Joanne Brody, Jimmy's half-sister. Jimmy's half-sister. It's not even his sister.
Has
His
nothing to do with
half-sister.
any of this.
Yeah. And
she
shot and killed her.
shot and killed her. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. What the heck is going on?
And then she drove to.
Well, I guess if she wasn't done.
No, she wasn't done.
How many? She's got 5 now. She's killed 5 people in the matter of about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nobody has a clue what's going on.
No,
The cops don't know. There's no 911 back then.
no.
It's, you have to call 0 and tell the operator, give me the police.
Yeah.
Or you have to know the police number.
Yeah, it was in the phone book.
Yeah, maybe there was 911 in New York City, but there was no 911 in Lowell, Springdale, West Fork.
I don't even remember when we got 911. I really
It
don't.
was 80s, late 80s, I think.
Yeah, because I remember my parents teaching us how to like dial 0 and what to say if there was an emergency, if
Yeah.
something happened, or like, and we're in the phone book to look for the police number.
Yeah. You had to look it up every time.
Yeah, you had to look it up. Yeah, and then they had one for like emergencies and then one for non-emergencies.
Yeah, they still have the non-emergency numbers, but now the emergency numbers is 911. But I do know that when you call 911 from a cell phone, good luck getting to the right place.
Really?
Because I've called 911 in the past because I had this one woman was crossing the street by my old work.
Oh, this lady was so sad.
Oh yeah, this girl in this van was on her phone. This little old lady's trying to cross the street, and she just smacks her, knocks her. She knocked her about 30 feet. She's just sliding flat on the pavement, just spinning.
When you went to the store, I thought you were going to talk about one of your ex-girlfriends.
What?
For a minute, you said this woman, and I was thinking, oh no, it's going to be an ex-girlfriend story.
No. And I never called 911 on my ex-girlfriends.
I don't know. You dated some crazies.
Oh, I dated some crazies, but they also knew who they were dealing with, and they just said, okay.
Yeah.
You don't, Paul says, we're done. We're done. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
have you
Yeah.
met me?
Yeah. People out there have not, but trust me, it's Paul.
When I make up my mind, it's done. It's over. I'm through. But no, this woman, she got hit by this van. This woman was texting. And I called 911 and got like Rogers. They had to
Really?
transfer me over to Springdale.
I hope things have improved for that because everybody's got a cell phone. Nobody has a landline.
It depends on
anymore.
where the tower's at.
Oh yeah, that's
Wherever
true.
the tower picks up, then it says that's where it's going to choose to send. Maybe if we put some AI on that, it would get to the right place faster. It didn't take very much longer, but it still burned about 30 seconds.
30 seconds can mean someone's life.
That woman did not survive.
Poor thing.
Well, she got. I was yelling at everybody, leave her alone, don't move her, because I didn't know if she had a back injury, a head
Yeah,
injury.
you don't know.
Don't move her.
You move them if there's like something like it's going to cause dire injury.
If she was
was on
close to a fire.
You're across a fire or water or something else that's going to like cause her immediate death, and yeah, move them. But you don't want to move somebody unless you know what's
She
going
was breathing. She was gasping. That agonal breathing you were talking
yeah.
about. That's what she was doing. She was dying there.
Poor
It took
thing.
her like almost a week.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. She never came out of the coma though, so hopefully she never noticed.
Still, it's sad.
I know.
In other words, don't text and drive people.
Yeah. They called me up and said they were trying to get me to testify on the behalf of the lady driving, and I'm like, no. She told me when she got out of the car. I looked down at my phone for just a second, and boom, I hit her. I was like, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, not good for you're not a good witness for the prosecution. I mean, you're a good
No.
witness for the prosecution, but not for the defense attorney.
It's not a good thing for the defense. But so after she killed these 5 people,
She decides to go to, I guess, let's see
this
here.
Miss Shirley Marie Curry,
Goes to
just outside of Farmington, I think. So
goes to drove to West Fork, and then she shot her former brother-in-law, who has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
he didn't
this.
have anything to do with this.
Nothing to do with this.
She shot him twice, but he didn't die.
Yeah.
So he's still. We could probably interview. I don't know. He might be too old and dead.
But what
too.
gets me though, the worst thing that is when she's finally arrested, which we want to dig out, like how was she arrested? Like, did she got pulled over?
We're going to need some more FOIA request for this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So what she says is very shocking to me. I missed the 6th one, didn't I?
Yeah, that's what she asked the officers.
That's like cold, man.
They found that she had a suicide note, and she recorded a bunch of tapes,
Yeah.
cassette tapes of what she was thinking and doing.
Yeah, which,
We could probably get that transcript.
that'd be, I don't know, man. It's gotta be disturbing.
Yeah.
But, stopped, didn't it?
No, we're still going. We've
We've
had
had
audio
audio
troubles.
issues all day. So
Yeah.
pretty much this sweet lady, not sweet, but Miss Shirley, what does she do?
She's not a sweet lady, man.
I'm
This is a callous bitch.
What does she do? She gets to spend some time in Arkansas State Hospital for the mentally ill.
Yeah, they put her in there. When was that? They arrested her that day, and on June 20th. On June 20th, that day, right?
Yeah.
But she had gotten stopped earlier in the day on Weddington, where I used to live.
Yeah.
Right there by where I used to live. She had a 38 in her seat.
Yeah.
And the cop let her go before she did all this.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That is so messed up. So messed up.
So anyway, but they
Basically, this doctor's estate police said, hey, she's mentally ill and legally irresponsible at the time of the killings.
yeah.
Paranoid schizophrenia and psychotic
She
delusions.
said the devil directed her actions.
Which, that defense is not used hardly anymore because it's really super hard to prove. And a lot
Well, ever since Berkowitz.
yeah, you don't.
That guy's the dog made me do it.
And then he ended up lying the whole
Yeah,
time.
he was lying the whole time. So it's like nobody, it's if dog is telling you to do something, first, don't do it because he's probably not a dog. He's probably just you being crazy. And 2, it's not going to hold up in court, even if he did tell you.
Yeah, so basically she
My
gets
dog told me to feed him.
Yeah, because that's what dogs do, not to tell you to kill somebody.
Well, unless you want to feed him to him, I guess.
So basically she's hanging out in, Arkansas State Hospital until about 1978. We pretty much said, hey, she's okay to stand trial.
Yeah, and then when they did take her to trial,
It
the
was
jury
a
couldn't make up their mind.
It was a
Half
hung-
of them thought they were just nuts.
hung jury.
I think I would like to see the notes from that.
Yeah.
Because
and
all this is public court. We can get all this publicly.
I just think it's interesting, like, hung jury, why? Why? She blatantly went out there and shot these people.
Because she was mad that the children didn't want to live with her anymore. Obviously, we know why. She's nuts.
Well, okay. I know what it's like to have a child live with another parent, but you don't go shoot them
I don't know. You shot yours.
with an arrow, but I'm not proud of it. Not my proudest moment. But I guess maybe she was like, okay, you had one of my kids. I'm not letting the rest of my kids go, so I'm going to kill everybody. Honestly, she should have got the death penalty.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But she never got out of prison, though. But
No.
they transferred her. They finally found her competent and put her on trial. And she went to jail rest of her life. We think she died right around August 3rd, 2015.
Yeah.
There's no actual official record. We just found in the tombstone records.
Yeah.
Because you can search tombstones. That her death was August 3rd, 2015 at 79.
So she
lived to be 79 years old.
79, and she killed her kids.
Yeah.
And she killed her ex-husband. And she killed two other people that had
Do
nothing.
you know how selfish you have to be to do something like that?
What I think, this is my theory, y'all. I think when the second kid turned 14 is when she went crazy. I think that she's like, I don't want another kid living with my ex-husband. Fuck y'all. And I think she just decided that she was going to take her kids out, take him out. And I don't know why the other two people were taken out. That makes no.
She's just going to kill everybody. I mean, if you're on a killing spree and you're already killing people,
but her saying I didn't get the sixth one, that's not a sign of crazy. That's a sign of
just being an asshole.
You didn't call.
There's a difference, asshole versus ass.
But I understand, like, okay, this is like 74 when like not even mental illness was considered. An okay to talk about. It didn't recently get okay to talk about till the past couple of years, really.
And now some people won't even talk about it still.
Yeah, it's taboo to certain people, but it shouldn't be. But my thing is like, did she behave in prison? Did she take her pills? She lost
her inheritance money.
Yeah, she had a bunch of inheritance money. The state of Arkansas was like, no, that's ours.
They took it because they said that cost of imprisoning her is $270,000. So far, and this was like 2007, and she had $58,000 coming from selling some land or something.
Yeah, and the state's like, no, that's mine.
Yeah, and they took it, man. It's gone. That money is in the state coffer.
Yep.
But
I don't know. This is fascinating to me because we don't get that we know of a lot of people dressed spree killers. Or, that kind of thing where they shoot a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And, maybe Little Rock. I don't know.
Well, comes down to being just people, I think. Human beings can have the propensity to be nuts.
But
everybody has a breaking point when they just go crazy.
And my thought thing, I would love to dig more into her. Like, what made her kids decide to go with their dad? Maybe, hey, I want to spend some time with dad.
If they would have lived, we might have had something to go off of and had some answers here. But really, all we can do is to guess because she killed them all.
Yeah, she killed them all.
But that's in Northwest Arkansas. Who knew that we got a mob-style bombing and then a murder spree by a woman, nonetheless, which is very unheard of.
Yeah, she just wanted to take her whole family. The other two people, I still don't understand.
Yeah, it's a common thing for women to kill their kids. Not common, but I mean, in the parlance of people who are getting killed, like serial killers and things like that, committing violent crimes, it's a common, one of the top 10 things that women do when they kill people. They kill their kids for some ungodly reason, but they do it. It's happened over and over and over again.
Most women...
They drown them or something.
Yeah, Andrea Yates drowned. Is it she the one that drowned her kids? Am I thinking?
There's so many.
Or she's the one. Yeah, she drowned all of them in a bathtub.
And there's another woman that sunk them in the car in Memphis, I think it was. Not sure.
I remember that.
I think it happens a lot, actually. But enough to where it's in the zeitgeist.
But, they don't shoot them. Most people. No. Most women are like, I hate to say we're passive. We'd rather give you poison or freaking drown you.
Yeah. Poisoning is the number one method of murder for women.
There was another incident in Arkansas that we need to cover, too. It's very, very sad case about a woman who, and she went to the electric chair for it, or lethal injection, I think, at the time. But she killed her 2 kids, basically because she didn't want to live anymore and she didn't want them to be separated. And this
That's dumb.
I want to say it was in the 80s, late 80s, 90s. I'll have to look it up.
I can't remember.
But anyways, she tried to kill them with potassium. She's a nurse. Tried to kill them with
Potassium chloride?
And when the young boy was screaming so bad because it burns your veins,
Yeah.
it's caustic, she just decides that, okay, I'm going to suffocate them.
That's why they give you so many drugs when they give you the the needle in the arm at the prison, is because that's what they kill you with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that medicine, but it hurts so bad that they had to give you a bunch of other medicine first.
Yeah, they give a cocktail, if I remember correctly. Anyways, we'll look up more information on that.
A cocktail? Why don't they just do that? Just give them cocktails till they die of alcohol poisoning.
I don't know.
Never mind.
But here's my
firing squads actually sounds better.
Here's my thing. But anybody who kills their own children, there's a special place in hell for you. I mean, no offense.
I don't have any kids, so I can understand that, but I can empathize, but I can't sympathize.
Yeah, I couldn't fathom. That's why I'm like, more follow on the one in Little Rock when we get more information. I think it was out of Little Rock or around Little Rock.
We'll find out. And you've also been looking on that. You've been looking at missing people's cases.
Yes.
What's that thing called?
The donetwork.com, guys. Go on there. It's super interesting. Obviously, some of these people have been found and they sponsor certain cases every month, but they some of them have names and a little bit
I
of
want to see if I'm on there.
Oh, you're not dead. You're talking to me.
Oh, what I'm missing? What if I'm missing? What if my parents aren't my parents?
Then go look on there. I don't know.
The correct answer is I met your father and your mother, and you're definitely their kid.
Yeah.
Because that's actually quite prevalent if you know my dad.
Yeah. But what's cool about this is you can go on there. There's a couple that I'd like to get some research on about one out of Tahlequah.
Tahlequah
area. Basically, this lady decided that she wanted to go meet some guy in Tulsa who might give her a job, and she never came home.
Yeah. What about the one that was going to a concert? That's one you've been talking about lately.
Penny Doe out of Pennsylvania. I found, it's honestly through Facebook and just looking around. This is a very fascinating case. There's not a lot of information on it, so I'm going to have to really dig deep on this one. But they don't even know who she was. Her body was found by some kids, and they don't really know her name. They just call her Penny Doe because she had 2 pennies, one in each pocket. Some jewelry was stolen. They suspect. But around that time, there was a rock concert going on in Pennsylvania where people were.
Do you know the band?
I honestly don't recognize the bands that were on the list when I read newspapers.
It was what year?
I want to say it was in the 70s or 80s. I'm not positive. It may no. I need to look it up. It could be later than that. But what struck me was we don't know who she is. We don't know anything about her. A rock concert was going on. They were having a lot of people come from out of town. They named her Penny Doe because of what the pennies were in her pocket. I just found it very interesting that we still have people out there that are unidentified.
Well, when we go down the I-49 corridor or I-40 corridor, we go into the pilots and whatnot, and they've taken them down recently, I think, because remember we were seeing that we had missing people flyers up everywhere.
There was
a while.
Huge board of people that were missing
on I-40.
Which is a pretty common road. I mean,
between Little Rock and Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it goes even further. But it was like people were like,
the I-40 killer. They caught that guy, but they estimated there was like 5 more guys doing it.
Yeah,
when they caught him.
So it just like I would tell my kids when they're older, like, stop at a big place to get gas, be careful, blah blah blah. Because when you walk into these places, it's like a giant wall of like missing persons.
Yeah,
and it's just super scary. Where I've got people a girl at college, a girl that's graduating high school. I have another girl that's still in high school. I mean, these are the age groups of men and women that are missing.
Mostly women,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it was like back in the day, hitchhiking got a lot of girls killed, which is interesting. Why it went from not getting people killed to that's the main reason why they were getting killed.
Yeah, and it's so mind blowing to me. Like, why would you get in a car with a stranger?
Well, it used to be you could trust them.
Yeah, and that's, I guess.
It changed.
70s is about drugs and hitchhiking.
I think it changed because the people that were driving around were able to go further than they were before. Because in the 40s and 50s, I don't think they could go as far because gasoline, cars, But but they started building interstates in the late 50s, and they weren't done with them until the early 60s. So and Eisenhower started that because he wanted to be able to get just in case the Russians invaded, he wanted to be able to get as much of the army across the country as fast as possible. So he built the interstate. That's what the interstates were built for.
No, makes sense.
And that's why they're really up north and really down south, and not really where they need to be, the old ones.
Yeah.
The new ones are getting there because
Yeah.
there's a different reason for doing it now. But at the time, they just wanted to get as much military equipment across the country as fast as possible to stop any invasion.
No, that makes sense.
That was Eisenhower's thought anyway. And so I think it's just, I think what happened was it's just access. These guys wanted to kill people, but they didn't have access.
Well, now they have a lot of access. Now they have the internet and all sorts of other things.
Right, but now we have a better way of catching them. However, we also see like the school shooters and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we think that's a modern thing. It's not.
No, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, there was 1940s. There was a guy doing it. He shot up a school. Nobody reported on it. You can look it up. I have to go look it up again. Then you got the guy from the bell tower in the 50s or 60s down in Texas.
Yeah, that was a really sad thing.
Yeah, and it's the same reasoning he's shooting up as we do now. So we've been doing this for a very long time. It's just now we're seeing it more because we have access to the information. We don't have to rely on some idiot at a newspaper going, well, I really want a happy story this week because I got a Jim Bob down here that owns a Ford dealership. He needs to sell some cars.
I'm sure something like that's probably true. Nobody wants to talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants to talk about that kind of stuff.
Well, it's because everybody wanted to talk about it then. There just was only so many outlets.
Yeah.
Now there's 1,000 outlets per person. I mean, we're doing a podcast and very few people listen to in the overall scheme of things, right?
Yeah, it's compared to some, but you got to start somewhere.
Well, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not down in it. I'm just saying there's so much noise out there. It's hard to find the good ones.
Yeah. So more to follow on these cases that we're looking into.
I'm going to send some FOIAs in. You can go online and do it now. You don't have to actually fill out the form, get it notarized, and fax it in. Now you just do it online.
That is nice.
Yeah, it used to be. Even 2018, you had to do like extra paperwork to get the FOIA.
Well, I guess if you want the information that bad, you're going to work for it.
Yeah, well, it's the only news organizations. Now everybody wants them. So they're like, I'm tired of this paper. Let's do it electronically and let the computer gather up all the information and spit it out so there doesn't have to be somebody sitting there doing research all the time.
Yeah.
Since we're digitizing all of our archives.
Yeah.
I don't know about the small towns. Springdale, probably, I would think maybe they digitized their archives.
I would hope. I
But
really would hope.
They may not have gone back that far, though. I don't know.
Maybe. No.
So anyway, I'm going to try to do another voices here in the next few weeks and get that up and going so we can have, just because I want to. What do you think?
Go for it. I like them.
Do you like them?
I do.
Oh, okay. But do you listen to them?
I listen to them as you're making them.
Well, that's not listening to them. You hear me go, and in here we're going to find a...
Hey, man,
Then I
guys,
start over.
this is not as easy as you think it is.
No, it's not as easy. We have to sit here and be on the fly live because we did this entire thing live today.
Yep. We do
It's-
better live, I think.
It's not cut.
No, we have fun. More fun just doing it live.
Yeah.
So if we screw up our words or say things weird, don't send us hate mail, guys.
No, send us hate mail. I'll put it on the wall with the rest of them.
Oh, God, don't do that. But no, give us your ideas for merch, for things you want to hear about, things you want to know.
Yeah, go to www.paulgnewton.com, paulgnewton.com, and you can find all of our crap there. I mean, our stuff there.
You do have some cool hoodies.
I have a hoodie. People are really interested in it for some reason. I don't know why. It's like it gets all these hits, but nobody ever buys one.
Buy one. Somebody out there buy one. And
Or buy a coffee cup for like $12.
and we'll put a memo
I have
line.
stickers.
Put a
There's a
mem-
sticker that says, "Oh my God, Paul, stop," which you did not do this time.
Oh, that's true. I didn't. Oh,
No.
God, what's wrong with me? Seriously.
I told you, you're kind of down today.
I'm tired. Hey, guys, you've been out in the heat. It
It wasn't that hot. It was like 75 degrees.
It was 80. Anyways, guys, you buy something, we'll put a memo line out there and we'll give you a shout out in the podcast.
Yeah, if they're listening.
If you're listening, somebody out there.
Or if you know our phone numbers, call us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's creepy, but go ahead.
If your friends call us, we love you.
Yeah, only if you're friends.
Yeah.
If you're haters, don't call me. I don't want to know. You
No.
can send me an email. You can send me a hate mail all day long.
We want to know, but not the hate mail.
Yeah,
We appreciate feedback, but if
I don't know. Hate mail's fun. I'll read that on the air.
Yeah, you would.
if it's
actually.
any good.
Yeah, you would read that on here, actually. Anyways, guys, we love you.
All right, check out everything on the website. It's mostly me because she's busy with an actual job. So
Yeah, I am.
PaulGNewton.com. And I guess that's it. So bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Things I Want to Know. You want these stories, and we want to bring them to you. So hit the support link and keep this circus and the mics alive. Then do us a favor, rate and subscribe. It helps the show find more people just like you, the ones who like their mysteries real and their storytellers unfiltered. And if you want to wear a little bit of this madness, grab some Andrea-approved gear at paulgnewton.com. We make these things for you because it matters, and you're the kind who knows the difference.